So hard to keep track of 8 boats across, especially when the entire race, as they came down the field, everybody had contact the entire time. So great racing on the part of all of these crews.
Sweet. And next up, we will have the men's youth quad B final here in lane 0. We will have Haddon Township, lane 1 Miami, lane 2 White Marsh, lane 3 Conestoga, lane 4 Long Beach Juniors, lane 5 Vero Beach, lane 6 Oregon Unlimited, and lane 7 Camp Randall.
So we were back to these quads. These are coxless quads, so everything that they are doing, they are their own onboard everything. I mentioned head, heart, guts earlier because they have to use their heads to be able to steer, to do the race plan, to maintain the wherewithal, and then they just got to pour everything out there in the heat of the moment of the race and also under the heat of the Florida sun. You know, we had this stagger of 5th through 8th where we inverted. We're no longer using this chevron pattern of seating, and so what we're seeing, though, across the board is that there is speed in every single lane today. Right now, Camp Randall on the near shore is producing speed, even though they were 8th in their semifinal. They are producing speed on par with Haddon Township and Miami over on there on the opposite side of the course with 8 boats like this. Again, never experienced an 8-boat race like this, to be able to maintain awareness of what's going on around in the course, to know kind of where you are, but that even makes your intentionality of your bubble of staying insular in your lane. This is not Spy Hunter. You can't drop oil slicks. You are literally in your lane. You can do nothing to anyone out there except lay down the best 4 quarters of racing and then open your eyes at the other end when the dust settles and see how you're doing. Right now, 2 opposite of this most speed is outside lanes is Haddon Township, Miami, and those 2 dark holes on the far side shore, as well as Camp Randall. Miami with an edge over Haddon Township right now. And Miami, in my eye, as I stand back from the screen, looks to be moving with some heat.
Absolutely. It definitely looks like they are moving with heat. So Miami out ahead of the boats next to them, Haddon Township. But look out there. That Camp Randall boat is making a fantastic move from lane 7. But look at that yellow shell over in the 4th boat in Conestoga. They look to be taking the 3rd place now. So we've got Miami, Haddon Township, Conestoga, and Camp Randall vying for those places 1 through 4 within this B final, all trying to figure out where they lie within the 9th to 16th best in the country.
We get distracted because these boats, they just keep picking up speed, and all of a sudden we get distracted with the screen and everywhere where everyone is, and then, oh my goodness, they're right here, 300 meters to go, so we just look outside, but they are there quicker than we realize. These quads cover so much ground so quickly. The hands move so fast. It is still Camp Randall out there. It is Miami out there. Conestoga in the yellow hull also sprinting. That move was happening, and that has encouraged Long Beach Juniors to also start sprinting. All of this is going to be within a matter of seconds, folks, from 1 through 8 in this race right now. Miami on the hunt, Long Beach Juniors, Conestoga, Camp Randall. Those are the crews that are really going for it. White Marsh is also sprinting. Haddon Township is also in there. So for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, it's Haddon Township, White Marsh, Conestoga. All of those crews are in there in the mix right now. It's Miami hunting the line the fastest, followed by Haddon Township very closely. The sprint is on in the center lanes, those yellow holes. Long Beach, Conestoga, and then in the near lane, Camp Randall as well. It looked like Long Beach Juniors put the pressure on to Conestoga, but Conestoga was able to edge them out for just a moment on the inside. Camp Randall, lots of speed again. Go to herenow.com. It's amazing how different it is to try to track 8 boats instead of 8, but it was Miami that about 700 meters to go, you could see them flip that switch and turn up the heat. Those athletes that row just off of Key Biscayne at Miami Rowing Club, rowing in the dark. Imagine rowing if they row before sunrise or after sunset. The lights of the Miami City line are in the background every single day. So talk about turning up the heat there on the outside from lane 1.